Brother, I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. It's you saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog.
All right, so they said Ralo cooperated with the government. Wait, they said Ralo he cooperated with the government and signed to Gucci Man 1017. Now, personally, I don't know too much about this because I don't even know Ralo for real. That's why I'm watching this because y'all wanted me to watch it, and I need to I'm trying to get some insight on it because I've been hearing a lot about it, but I don't know about it. You feel me? I've been seeing a lot about it, but I don't know a lot about it. So that's why we here. Fuck him out. We finna get straight to it.
And in the paperwork, it say that in 2
Y'all
months.
let me
Y'all,
know.
y'all
Do y'all think he a snitch or what? Because personally, I don't know. They said he a rat. Oh yeah, and I just saw a video of Young and A snitching too. I gotta look that up. He was inside the I literally saw that one. He was inside the interrogation room talking. What the fuck? I mean, he was younger, but that don't give it no pass though. He still did it. Fuck talking about. And they ain't no. No, that probably was him. No, that was him for sure. And he was pointing and everything. So yeah.
locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone. And let them review it in your presence. That what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that shit. Belong to him. The documents that you see is from a prosecution misconduct
But
hearing.
okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12,
So they
13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine. It's in black and white, bro. I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
Queen, I was presented a situation that other. Only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rap niggas pay that money to get out of jail.
But we ain't these rap niggas though.
Listen, please consider this. I got caught with this shit on the plane. Say, what the fuck you thought I was gonna do?
Take your lick. Like shit, it's just a week. Well, okay. Look, listen. Remember?
Wait, hold the fuck up. He snitched over a week. He snitched over a week. I mean, I ain't saying a week ain't bad, cause a week damn near gonna feel like a month in that bitch. But a week though, bro. You who he snitched on? I'm still trying to figure out who he snitched on. I might have to go back, cause I don't know who he snitched on. But a week though, bro. A week. That's crazy. A week ain't nothing, bro. A week ain't nothing. You can't tell me a week was it was really worth it for a week. Hell no, snitching ain't worth no. You could have took that week, bro. I ain't gonna cap. You could have took that week and not snitch. Like, come on, now, bro. And he's saying all these rap niggas do it, so you saying that give you the okay to do it? Now, if he would have said I did it because of this, that would have been different. But his reasoning was because the rap niggas do it. That's what made that shit like you bogus. First off, you already snitched, so that's bogus. But you snitched because other people, which is even more bogus. You know.
Before you got locked up, I used to always tell you, "Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. Hey,
I agree with you.
Let's say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask.
Listen, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about Ralo. And it's crazy. I actually made a video because Finesse 2 times said he's converting to Islam after his new album. And my question is, why do you need to convert after your album? If you wanted to convert to Islam, just convert to Islam. But I keep telling you guys, a lot of guys, they join Islam for protection in jail. Now, when it comes to the Ralo situation, Ralo snitch. He cooperated with the government. But my main thing is for everybody that thinks Ralo is such a real street dude, Look to the left at the money. Where do you think that money is coming from? Ralo was not working a 9 to 5. Ralo was in the street moving the government's work. It's crazy I make this content, and when I make this content, things happen that aligns with the content. Let it breathe. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
This is lame.
Racks on racks. Remind me of the old song, Racks on racks on racks.
Racks on racks
Future
on
first
racks.
single.
Racks on racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks. I know y'all remember that.
My man doesn't have a 9 to 5. What Ralo is doing is he is giving people the false hope that you could get $1 million in the street and still be legit, still be solid, and never cooperate with the government. Ralo is a government informant. The government knew the whole time what Ralo was doing. They were stopping a man at TSA every time he came through the airport. He was flying, and this is him right here, flying private without a job. To everybody watching this video, if you could give me a legit answer to how can you fly private without a job other than selling drugs, please leave a comment. Now, when it comes to drugs, I want you guys to stop and think. Because this guy said that I like people who really was in the streets, who really did it, and not just rappers. See, this is what Ralo gets. This is what a lot of street dudes get. They try so hard to separate themselves from rappers, but they're in the same industry as a rapper. And I'm going to say this again. All dudes on the streets, they feel like they got a chip on their shoulder. They feel like they got an edge because he didn't really sell drugs. I really sold drugs. It's like a badge of honor to really be a government employee. Before we go any further, once again, pump up the volume, because the content is now aligning with the foolishness and the nonsense that's going on. So when I tell people a 9 to 5 save lives, and listen, we talked about Ks11 7-day stream.
I don't even got my lighter.
And when I say Ks11 was glorifying prison, I think a lot of these streamers, a lot of these artists, I even see DDG pulling out a gun, let it breathe. A lot of these guys, they're jealous how these guys in prison get so much love. Look at the female to the left. I don't feel sorry for her.
Bro, who's jealous? Well, I don't know. Personally, I don't know if people be jealous of people or not. But personally, I feel like who's jealous of somebody that's in jail? Talking about they get so much love. Bro, what? First off, are you, unless you talking about people get love when they go to jail, and then when they come home, they get a bunch of love too. And why they, like, you feel me? And people don't get love all the time when they in jail. Everybody don't get love. Everybody don't get that treatment. You feel me? So it's like, you can't say that. But I honestly feel like, what are you talking about, bro? I don't think people get love in jail that much. I'm pretty sure people that's outside the jail get more love than people that's in jail. You feel me? Because, like, you actually got people out here. In jail, you ain't got nobody. So what are you talking about? Why would they be jealous? And they got money out here. They got all the food they could eat, everything they want. Anything you could want, you got out here. Like, even if you don't got it, you could see it. You could get it. You could visually see it. In jail, you can't visually see shit. But that motherfucking cell and that wall and that nasty-ass food they give you. Let's be for real. Like, gotta make that shit, like, correlate.
I don't feel sorry for it. I guess that's his daughter. I don't know. I don't feel sorry for his family because at the end of the day, a lot of these women, they're going to choose to procreate with dudes is moving weight. Let it breathe. And I'm going to bring that back for the top. A lot of females, they choose to procreate with dudes who's moving weight. It's probably a guy that was working at UPS, the post office, who really wanted that cat. And she said, no, I'm going to throw that cat to Ralo because Ralo's giving out free turkeys.
I ain't gonna lie. I know a couple females that done did shit like that before. I know some bitches that had niggas that was like had jobs and shit that was good for them. They threw it away for a nigga with no job that's trying to trap, be in the streets. He old as hell, grown as fuck. Should have been out the street, should have been got him a job and went and started doing something in his life. It'd be a lot of that out here, man. That ain't shit new. And yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. Females actually would talk to a nigga that's in jail before they talk to a nigga that got a job. You feel me? Which is crazy to me. But then they also fuck with a creator before a nigga with a job. So it's like it's different levels to this shit. That's crazy. That should tell. That make me feel like niggas with jobs, y'all, you ain't got no chance. For real though, cause these bitches out here choosing. They choosing creators and creators, rappers and trappers. It's like that's all they want in 2023. Hopefully 2024 be a little different. Well, I don't really give a fuck if it's different, but if it's different, that's different. Hopefully it is. Hopefully these females change their mind, and if they don't, just make it easier.
Out free
So
McDonald's.
you mean-
Rallo's giving out free cars. Rallo has his own neighborhood. Now, before we get into that, this dude.
I mean, of course though, a female gonna want a nigga with that got cars and a neighbor that owns a neighborhood and money over a nigga. No, he said with a job though. Well, over no. Yeah, I don't. That's crazy.
Its own neighborhood without a job. Listen, when it comes to Atlanta, when it comes to the South, you have to understand education is big. Going to church is big. Drug dealing in the South, listen, the days of selling drugs are over. If you trapping off an iPhone 6, rest easy G money. If you trapping off an iPhone, there is no way possible. They got the drop on you. They got your PIN. They got your location. In the year 2023, if you sell drugs, literally, you have to want to do a 7-day stream or a 70-year stream in prison. Rallo's coming home, and the same way how Ks11 was getting praised on the stream, listen, the same thing they doing for Ralo. My main thing is this: Ralo was.
He ain't lying though. I see what he mean. He said niggas get praised for going to prison, as in like Ralo. He a rapper, I'm guessing. If this the nigga I think this is, then yeah, he signed to Gucci. Oh yeah, this Ralo. Yeah, rappers. I feel like it depends on your occupation for you to get praised. Rappers get praised for going to prison for some reason. For some odd reason, they get praised for that shit. You get so much credit for that shit. Shit crazy. But like if an athlete go to jail, he ain't getting no praise for that shit. They gonna say you dumb. You had it. Like what?
Terrorists that is hiding behind the religion of Islam that he does not care about. Just like Finesse 2 Times doesn't care about. Kevin Gates practicing black magic, converted to Islam. Lil Durk running around telling NBA Youngboy, ha ha. Converted to Islam. You guys have to understand, these dudes don't care about Allah. They care about moving that dog food. They care about moving that raw. They care about moving that white. They care about moving that fentanyl. They care about moving that smack. They care about moving anything that could be moved in the streets and cause your aunt to overdose. It's crazy how when we mention Big Meech and, you know, because I think Ralo, he was supposed to be the next Big Meech. It's crazy how we glorify them for the drugs that they sell, but we never stop and think about how many people overdose off of the government's work. Now, I really can't blame the government because it takes two to tango. So I can't point the finger strictly at the government and say, listen, the government is doing this because, listen, the government is going to meet with the unemployed guy. This is how it goes in every hood. Listen, get your notepads ready. Get your pencils out. Get some paper. Take it old school. Get a mechanical pencil out. This is how it goes. You have Ralos in every hood, and they're working with the government since day one. You got to think about Ralo's plug. Whoever is Ralo plug is a government informant. The government controls everything. It's the government. They control the land taxes. They control the prisons. They control the record labels. Why do you think you saw Kodak Black at the White House? The government controls everything. All over the world. It's only in America we have the false illusion of democracy. We have the false illusion that we can say whatever we want to say about the government and our president. Let me tell you guys something. This is how every hood operates. It's a government informant that nobody knows is a government informant like Ralo. And what they do is they are in the hood and they claim they got a plug. But the thing about the plug is you can't meet the plug. And the reason that you can't meet the plug is because if you actually met the plug, you will realize the plug is wearing a wire and he's literally plugged up to the government. So if you want to
Or if you do meet the plug, it's consequences to every action. Fuck you talking about.
work, this is
I
how
seen some shit where a nigga met the plug and they got him gone. Fuck you talking about. Gotta stay in your lane.
to the streets. I'm gonna break it down.
Oh, you can be the lane, bro.
You get into work from your plug.
Stay in your lane.
Your
Hey,
plug,
that might be my new quote. Stay in your lane or be the lane. Fuck you talking about.
he gets the work from his plug. His plug, he gets the work from his plug. And it keep going up a ladder of plugs. Everybody put LOP for ladder of plugs. Nobody wants to expose the streets for how these dudes are really government agents. Now, Bootsy said that Ralo snitched. Ralo did snitch. He gave the government his phone, but he didn't have to. I said, listen,
Giving them the phone and the password is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. The phone and the password is crazy. That's tripping.
time and time before, let it breathe. The government already knows.
At that point, if you gave them your phone and your password, bro, that mean you admitting to any and everything you ever did in life. Like anything could be in your phone. Like come on now, anybody could have texted you, sent you a message about it. Somebody could have texted you about whatever they asking you about while you was in jail and you didn't know, and it was the first thing on your phone as soon as they opened it. You don't give a fuck at this point. They must have told him he was gonna get out if he get him that phone.
Going on. The only
Unless it was nothing in that phone. That's a finesse situation. Okay,
reason they want you to snitch is to play your face. They set you up. They give you work by the boatloads so you can make major plays.
I mean, even if it wasn't nothing in the phone, the outside, like, even if it wasn't nothing in the phone, the internet still gonna say he snitched. Y'all know that for sure.
After you sell all the work, after that everybody does all the lines, then they come and lock you up and play your face in a major way. The government knew the whole time what Ralo was doing. They were on to him the whole time. You guys have to understand this man is running around IG, taking pictures with loads of money. And I made the video about Rick Ross. I made the video about D1. Listen, it's all the same in the hood. They sell you the fentanyl so you can be strung out on the street. My man is, listen, this is a very iconic picture, very symbolic. My man is giving food back to the same dude that's hooked on his dog food. Mr. Keep It Simple, can you bring that back again? I got you. My man is giving out food to the same dude that's hooked on his dog food. This is what they do. All the drug dealers in the hood, they want your aunt wiping her nose, sniffing for the coke that she sniffed. They want your uncle walking around missing his teeth off of meth. So he's selling all this work. And then, let me tell you guys something. I made this in a video yesterday, but for some reason it took forever to upload. But your relationship with God should be private. Sometimes people use religion as a game. I'm a Christian. I'm gonna link up with the Christians, and we're gonna commit scams, and in the name of the Lord. I've seen.
That's not no, bro. How, bro? What type of shit is that? That ain't no regular shit. Tell them if you link up with all the Christians and do some scams. Merch people actually do shit like that. Like, what type of shit is that, bro? I'm gonna link up with the Christians and scam other Christians. I'm gonna link up and like, what you look like? What y'all on? That's some grimy shit right there.
I said in my video yesterday that took forever to upload, I got scammed for $1,200. A lot of people that have been watching my content since day one, he was called the Christian tow truck driver. In the name of the Lord, he stole $1,200 from me. He said he was going to tow my car. He said something was wrong with his PayPal, something was wrong with his Cash App, something was wrong with his Zelle. And I was introduced to him by another scammer. They was all running the play. We're not going to call his name. I think you guys know who he is. I'm just going to be honest. He got evicted. I think he was in on the scam as well, too. But I met the Christian tow truck driver through him. They were both truck drivers. And he was like, yeah, I know a guy. Long story short, he was like, yeah, just send you half of the money. So I sent him $1,200. Then the Christian tow truck driver, he was like, can you send your other half? Because it was like $2,500 or like $2,200. And long story short, I said, I can't send you the other half until you actually come and tow my car.
Right? Because who finna pay the whole thing before they get their car towed? I remember somebody tried to have us do that one time. And we was not going for that shit. Because who do I look like? Why would I pay you all my money and you ain't even here to do the job? I'm like, what type of shit is that?
When it was time to tow my car, the dude said, "Oh, I got COVID."
Bro.
Dipped off of the
Bro.
1200, probably had a crack party, probably got the drugs from Ralo directly. And long story short, he said, I will never do that. I'm a Christian.
Why wait? Okay. Why just because he ran off with your bread, he gotta be a drug addict though? That don't mean he an addict. That don't mean his ass a junkie. Just cause he ran off with your bread, he could have just finessed. He could be a finesser, a scammer, my nigga. It's different.
Listen,
shit.
let me got something. Your walk with God is your walk with God. You keep that in private. When you see Ralo right here, yeah, it's crazy. The Christian tow truck driver, let it breathe. I forgot about it. The only time I bring it up is when I hear people using religion. Let me tell you guys something. This is Ralo right here praying. And you also got to think that KKK members, yeah, the same people that threw your ancestors on the noose, KKK members said they was Christians as well. You guys have to understand, a lot of the people that are Catholic, they claim they're Christian and they're anti-black. Oh, Mr. Keep It Simple, let it breathe. Now, let's get back into it. This is Ralo right here on a private jet, unemployed, with other unemployed people. They're all unemployed on a private jet. Let me tell you guys something. This vision right here is so foul to even sell to the youth. Ralo don't give a damn about no Islam. Ralo cares about himself. And let me tell you guys something. The thing about it is, when I say Islam, I'm not talking about the world. I'm not talking about the different countries where they really take it serious. I'm talking about here in America. These dudes are running around with kufis on. They selling bean pies and they slinging the government's work. At the end of the day, nah, stop the cap. These dudes, they praying and taking pictures. Like, who does that? Like, when I pray, I don't pray and I don't turn YouTube on. I feel like, listen, your personal walk with your creator, nobody should know about. Nobody could judge you. Only God could judge you. God is the ultimate judge. Now this dude is running around praying, taking pictures, kneeling. No Colin Kaepernick. And at the end of the day, this dude is in orange jumpsuits, glorifying the street life. Flying private, $1 million in cash from the government. His whole life, he's been working for the government. And before I finish this video, on the phone recorded call, the guy said, "Ralo, I thought you were solid." How could he be solid not working a 9 to 5? Let me tell you something. Before I finish this video, I'm about to snap. I'm about to black out. Let's go. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Déjalo respirar. Listen, working a job is solid. Doing things legit is solid. Scamming for Balenciagas is not solid.
Nah, look, scamming not solid. But I don't like how he be saying just because you don't work a 9 to 5, you not solid. That's not true though. Cause I know people that don't work a 9 to 5, and they still make a living off of social media, off of making videos, short form content. They make a living off short form content. I make a living off short form content. That's what I do for a living, and I'm working on my long form content right now. So you can't really say that motherfuckers can't make a living off of without a 9 to 5, because that's not a fact at all. That's not an opinion either. That's like a theory or something. Cause nigga, what? It's 2023, but you probably overly grown, so you don't know. Like you ain't. I don't know. You gotta know. You a YouTuber too though, so you know what you talking about, but you don't. You just saying shit sometimes. But I get what you coming from. I get where you coming from though. At the same time.
Buying an apartment complex off the government's work is not solid.
If y'all get where you coming from, drop it in the comments.
Driving Lamborghinis off of people, aunties overdosing is not solid. My man called himself dog food. And
See,
the thing about
solid,
Ralo is,
see, the shit they doing not solid though. That's what I'm saying. The shit they doing not solid. But you speaking like everybody do this shit though. Everybody don't move the same way they moving. They moving shiesty. Everybody don't move like that.
that he's exposed as a snitch, because all these guys for the streets, they always want to come in and be like, we not like these other rappers. Well, if you're not like the other rappers, why you want to join the rap industry? And I keep saying since day one, follow along with me. You can't make the transition from the streets to the industry. And I'm going to say this one more time. You can't make the transition from the streets to the industry, let it breathe.